ladies and gentlemen, sooner a new product will be available to the market to fight against problems related to rice production and fertilizers, as well as create a link between Brazil and China and be correlated with sustainable development goals. So, let me present to all of you BioFertilizer, a new solution for rice burning waste. Speaking of rice production and fertilizers, we face the following problems: waste taking place on industry plant, low national fertilizer production, inadequate disposal of waste on environment, and uses of large planting spaces and small production. As a solution, we propose a recycle of waste and fertilizer production from rice husk ash. Dig deeper on problems. The world production in 2019 and 2020 was around 500 million tons of milled rice. Could not fail to mention that China is the biggest producer of rice and alone produced 209.6 million metric tons. I do have to emphasize that this number is just for the rice. The problem is, annually, we produce 1.2 billion tons of rice husk. In this case, it is the major byproduct. However, due to its composition, it cannot be decomposed by bacteria, generating a large amount of waste. The second problem is, year after year, the consumption of fertilizers in both countries increases at a high rate. Moreover, our fertilizer industry is not able to supply this demand. The presented projection for next year shows us that somehow it may generate a road crisis. So, why can't we supply it? Prices of fertilizers raw material have increased absurdly due to energy crisis in China. Phosphorus 96.3%, urea 75.5%, and potash 101.6%. As a potential fertilizer producer and consumer, the country visualized a necessity to close its exportation in order to protect its internal market. As a result, Brazil could produce just 6.4 million tons of fertilizer, which corresponds to 16% of its needs. The red spot on the right map is the Amazon forest area devastated by agricultural usage since 1985 until now. This change corresponds to a growth of 2.6 times. China is one of the most worried nations on this site. That is to say, China is the biggest customer for both soy and beef produced in that region. One more time, the relationship between Brazil and China speaks for itself. In China, most rice husks are burned in order to generate energy. As a result, we have a formation of rice husk ashes. From that, around 96% is silica. At least, our idea can be attributed to four sustainable development goals. Starting with SDG 8, we can supply the world's fertilizer demand, generating more jobs and aggregate economic growth. China, as a principal fertilizer exporter, will be able to make profits from exporting fertilizers again. Number 9, we are developing an innovative idea in terms of extraction technology and silica application. Instead of throwing away rice husk ashes on the environment, causing an assault on the ocean environment and a risk of explosion, the byproduct turned out to be a high value-added product. Likewise, road composed by urea, phosphorus, and potash comes from mineral extraction, which on this chain production promote a huge devastated area, generate hazard to local biodiversity, and produce a significant solid waste material. Our product, on the other hand, goes beyond. It does not use mineral resources and gives a destination for waste, that is ODS 13. Last but not least, Sustainable Development Goals 11, the acceptance of our solution will promote a reduction of farming area and improve its quality. In Amazon's case, China will be benefited since we'll offer a better product with a small price. What makes our idea innovative is that our product contains high silica content. As an eco-friendly startup, our production is thought to not assault the environment. Moreover, we seek a low-cost production due to our different silica extraction method. Our profit comes from product sales, consulting, that is, show our producer customer how to apply our product to have a better production according to their needs, and fertilizer producer customer how to generate a better product, better utilization, and waste collection service. Maybe the industry just wants to get away from waste. So they'll pay us to collect and transport to another industry where we are based. Our costs have reduced due to partnership celebration, such as marketing and logistic costs. In scalability, our desire is to expand our startup not only internally, like applying in other agricultural areas, but also externally. Rice production is concentrated in South Zone, and fertilizer producers are well distributed. Our proposal is to expand our business through the north in terms of selling products, since we have a large agricultural area all over the country. Looking for a global view, we notice that Brazil is a potential fertilizer consumer and have a stronger agroeconomy. China is the biggest rice producer and a potential fertilizer consumer. India is a potential fertilizer consumer. Likewise, we can expand our startup plan to North America, Europe, and Asia. We can count on Chinese Academy of Agricultural Sciences and International Rice Research Institute as a potential partners to develop and brush upon our business idea. Our competitors have similar products derived from husk ashes, although none of them apply silica to produce biofertilizers, not even have the same technology as ours. Moreover, this is our unfair advantage. We intend to reach our customers with around four different channels. Agribusiness, explaining the composition and benefits of our biofertilizer. Business fairs, exposing our product and technology, and discovering new partners. Radio and TV for product sales and business marketing. Social media, because it's the fastest way to reach new customers, and Brazilian Embassy in China. Our team is composed of Caio Cler, Felipe Pan, Paulo Bonjour, and Pedro Henrique, chemical engineering, and a desire to drive the road to a better direction unite us. Making an analysis of what was demonstrated before, we noticed that the demand for rice is about to increase 5%, and fertilizer may follow this tendency, increasing 2% a year. Since the market is not able to supply, we take it as an advantage and introduce our product to the market. Hereafter, our profit increase together. Spreading our expenses into two, our marketing costs tend to be steady throughout the years until we reach a certain number of customers. However, our logistic cost may vary constantly since we are subjected to different areas of economy, such as commodities. For 2022, we already faced this necessity. Hypothetically, if we had started at the beginning of 2021, in 1 year more or less, our business could pay its own expenses, reaching a break-even. Our projection is to have a substantial profit in about 2 years. Thank you for watching BioFertilizer, a new solution for rice burning waste.